Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Will Nagnos and welcome back to my channel. On this video, we're going to talk about the follow-up process during a realtor, traditionally during a loan officer, mortgage broker, realtor, real estate agent relationship, and those beginning steps to form a referral partnership. Now, what I've come across after lots and lots and lots of market research is that where people fall off is the follow-up. They either don't know how to do it, and so they don't do it. They don't do it right, or they just don't do it because, life is distracting and things get in the way. But that's a big make or break difference between $1,000 to $3,000 a month that you're not adding to your recurring revenue, your monthly recurring revenue every month, because you're letting these potential realtor leads, these referral sources slip through the cracks because of poor following up or not knowing how to follow up. And so that's what I'm going to teach you right now. So let's get to that. So let's talk about appointment setting on LinkedIn and the follow-up process, which is the major key, not quoting DJ Khaled, but it is the major key within the mortgage business. And so let's just continue. Speaking on the phone versus speaking on LinkedIn. The first thing I want to say before we really dive in is do not have a LinkedIn conversation as if you're speaking on the phone with someone. Do not have a LinkedIn conversation as if you're speaking face-to-face with someone. You need to say less. You need to make things readable, separate them into paragraphs, small paragraphs. LinkedIn conversation really needs to get off of that platform as soon as possible, because the point of the platform is not to have a full-on conversation and to chit-chat. The point of LinkedIn is to meet on LinkedIn, get off of LinkedIn, and get into a face-to-face or a phone call or FaceTime, whatever you want. And what I see is people, they approach complete strangers cold in a terrible, not really resonating kind of way, where these people, they get the impression that they're just getting spammed or sold to, which then they go tell their friends and family, and this whole bad word spreads about, networking. Networking is about bringing people together and opportunities that would have never arose in the first place. So really try to listen to this video, take in the rules, and apply them when you're speaking to the next person on LinkedIn. So let's continue. Guideline number 1. Once you see a reply, especially a neutral or a positive reply, for example, "Hey Joe Schmo, how can I help you?" That would be a neutral reply. A positive reply would be, "Hey Joe Schmo, I would love to chat with you. Are you free tomorrow at 5 o'clock? Once you see those kinds of responses, you must reply to them at that moment, within 5 minutes, within the hour or less, if you're in a meeting, if you're stuck, if you just can't do it. But if you can do it, do not let the lazy side of you come out. Do not say, "Oh, I'll do it during my follow-up hours. I'll do it tonight when I'm in bed. I'll do it tomorrow." No, don't do that. You're wasting a lead. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time, most importantly, and you're losing an opportunity to bring in more business, to help another future homeowner get into their home. And so you must reply ASAP. Otherwise, we live in a very distracting life. That person that may have been a dream referral partner to yours, they may have gotten distracted and they moved on to the next person because you waited a minute too late or 5 minutes too late. Just respond to them ASAP. It's super easy, and it's for you. It's not even for me, it's for you. Guideline 2, do not leave it open. Do not leave the conversation open. Do not say, "Let me know when you're free." Do not say, "Let me have your number and I'll call you when I can," or "Please call me when you can." Don't leave the conversation open. "Oh, great, nice to meet you. We can really help each other. Let's talk next week. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but let's talk next week." Don't do that. Don't do that. Otherwise, I'm going to read it word for word. Otherwise, the chances of anything happening are drastically lower. They're going to forget about you, and a follow-up is not going to be as easy as it could have been. Because now you have to follow up with someone who, well, you left it open with them. You gave yourself a bubble in which you're kind of, I want to call it no man's land, I guess. You're losing these opportunities. You need to get a date, a time, and a phone number, as if you're a guy trying to start a date with a girl, or a girl trying to create a date with a guy. which has never happened to me, unfortunately, but it happens. So it's like talking to a girl or a boy. You want to respond to them in a timely fashion and set a time, a date, a place, or if it's on the phone, phone number is great. But respond to them ASAP. Otherwise, the chances of anything actually happening are drastically lower, and you've just wasted your time and potentially money. We don't want that. So guideline number 3 is if they ask for info, which happens all the time. For example, I'm interested, please send more info. Nice to meet you, please send more info. What's the cost? And please, create, a document with some information, or please send a proposal, or I don't have time, information, please, and send it to my email. That never turns into anything, almost. I can't say never, but chances are they're going to forget about you. You're just written, like the value of you, your voice, your personality, what you have to offer, how you offer it, all of that is out the window because this person only has what you wrote to them or the information you sent to them. And they're going to go, oh, that sounds cool. I'll get to that tomorrow. And they never do. So if they ask for information, this is a great opportunity for you to go, yes, I would love to give you information, but not here because this is going to take too long. Let's hop on the phone, spend 5 minutes and explore this. So they're going to make a judgment call on what you send them. They're going to they're going to read a book by its cover. Even if the book is, has a great, beautiful, money-making cover, they still will say, I'll do that later. And then later just never happens most of the time. And we want you to get your foot and the rest of your body in these doors that are opening every single day, if you're running a campaign with me, of course. So the main point of scheduling an appointment is to give and share information. This is what you'll tell them. They want more information. If they're being difficult, move on. If you want to try to work with a difficult person, just say, listen, I'd love to share information with you, but I think it's worth both of our times if we hop on the call and we just do it in 5 minutes. Information should not be shared on LinkedIn. It should be shared on the phone or via email and all that's good and all that good stuff. But after a conversation, not a complete stranger. If a complete stranger, if Joe Schmo sends me information about how I can make, 8 figures, I'll probably read it, but I'll probably read more of it if I had a conversation with him first, because you're putting a face and a voice and a human being with the information. That makes a huge difference. So don't just send information is the moral of Guideline 3. Guideline 4, when the first touch point message, now this is only regarding if you are a client of mine, future, past, or current. This does not apply to you if you are not working with me, but I'll continue anyway. When the first touch point message is sent out automatically, after the target accepts your connection request, please do not engage. If you are a client of mine, you're watching this video, please do not engage and do not break the sequence. The welcome message, the second touch point message, it will go out 24 hours after the first touch point message has gone out. So when you see that first touch point message that has gone out and someone replies to that, we'll get there. This is the however, but you should let this cycle run if no one responds. If no one responds to you, do not reply to their hi. Let the cycle do its job. And here, if someone is to reply to your first touch point message, then the drip sequence has broken. In that case, simply copy paste the welcome message, touch point message that you approved, and the welcome message will not go out automatically because the sequence had broken. Some people have a hard time understanding this. What's a sequence? A sequence is a sequence of organized messages that are going out to a specific person or people. And so what I want you to do, if you're a client of mine, please do not respond to rephrasing. Do not break the sequence unless they've asked a question. Do not break the sequence unless you have to. But if your message goes out and you see it, do not mess with anything. Don't touch it. Now, if you're not a client of mine, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. So let's move on. Guideline number 5, don't have a full conversation. Do not chit chat. Do not talk about dogs and cats and trees and the beach. Do that on the phone. Don't do that on LinkedIn. Don't have a full conversation. Not because we're cold, evil, we don't care about anyone, just ourselves people. No, but because the other person might be like that. And so what's going to happen is you're going to get stuck. I'm telling you this from my personal experience, my client's experience. If you have a full-on conversation on LinkedIn, that conversation eventually fizzles and dies. You will get stuck on this platform, and eventually they're going to forget about you once it fizzles and dies. The conversation no longer will be on LinkedIn or face-to-face, and you just lost a probably quality referral lead source, and nothing's going to come from it now, resulting in a waste of time. So this is the goal. The goal of this is to move a conversation on LinkedIn to a phone or a face-to-face as soon as possible, not to chit-chat. The longer you stay on LinkedIn, the longer you stay on LinkedIn, the higher percentage that this person and you do not work together at all. The higher percentage that you stay on LinkedIn, the longer you stay on LinkedIn, the higher the percentage of someone not wanting to work with you. Guideline number 6, the follow-up. Okay, so this is what everyone's been waiting for, the follow-up. This is where most brokers are failing. Data from across the industry, according to Todd Duncan, if you guys don't know who Todd Duncan is, it's a very, 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 very successful mortgage professional. And what his studies say are that, and this is just basic common knowledge too at this point, the fall off is heavily weighted towards the follow-up. Now, at my company, we already get you that warm approach. We already get you that door opening. We already get you that foot in the door 100 times a day. But it's now on you to walk through that door. I can't do that for you. My team can't do that for you. Nobody can do that for you. Only you can take these opportunities and turn them into something. And I can consult you and help you with that process. And that's what we're doing right now with Guideline 6. We can help you with quality content marketing, email, Facebook marketing, LinkedIn content marketing for free, because you don't have to pay a thing to post something on LinkedIn or Facebook, although LinkedIn is where you want to be, not Facebook anymore. This is where you're going to want to be retargeting to past agents. But after that first meeting, it's then on you, as it would have been anyway, to create your own follow-up campaign off of LinkedIn. Create your own follow-up campaign off of LinkedIn and personalize these follow-ups to each agent. You can't do the same thing to each individual person because we're humans. We're all different. And that I can help you with regarding email marketing and audience retargeting or lookalikes on Facebook or LinkedIn content marketing. We can do that. But if you don't do that with us, you're going to have to do that on your own, because we're not going to hold your hand, be there with you, because the agent is not going to want to work with me. The agent is going to want to work with their loan officer, which is you. So guideline number 6, the follow-up, it's on you. Do not expect someone else to call you back or pick up the pieces. This is on you, and I cannot stress that enough. What the follow-up process from a mortgage broker's perspective, once they've had the appointment with the agent, what do they do? What do they do after that first meeting? Oh, the meeting went great, but now they're not picking up their phone. All of a sudden, what did I say? What happened? I thought the meeting went great. Nothing is wrong. You just need to follow up the right way. That's what people do. That's the industry. You need to follow up. You know that. And so the issue for brokers is not all of them can contact, can approach, and can set an appointment with a high quality realtor. That's why they come to me. Although it's hard to continually provide value and earn their business from these agents over time in other ways other than like a 5-star loan process. So, okay, Will, yeah, I know the follow-up process is hard. I know that you can help, but I don't want to pay you. I want to do things on my own. How am I going to do that though? Like I want to save my money and learn how to do this on my own. Well, 2 things. I can teach you, or example, not all agents know how to use LinkedIn properly, but lots of agents want to learn how to use LinkedIn properly, or they just want to be on it because they know they're not. I hear every day people saying, I want to be on LinkedIn. I know it's where everyone's at, but I just don't have time. I don't know. I have a hard time with the learning curve. Because agents and other loan officers, your competition or your colleagues, they probably want to learn how this works. Everyone wants to know how Facebook works. Everyone wants to know how Instagram and LinkedIn works. And they all want to do it the right way, the most efficient way, the easiest way. And so take that into a conversation. That's me helping you right there, just you knowing me. Take that into a conversation. Talk to a realtor and tell them, hey, I'm working with a LinkedIn consultant and I'm learning a lot. And watch these realtors follow up with you instead of you following up with them. Watch them follow up with you about the LinkedIn service that you're either running with me, or any tips and tricks that you can teach them that you would have learned from yours truly. And that's going to be huge, because someone's going to be talking about LinkedIn in their office, in the estate agent office, and because that happens. And someone's going to say, oh, LinkedIn, LinkedIn, LinkedIn. And then Joe Schmo is going to say, oh, I just spoke with Mary yesterday, and she's working with someone who is a LinkedIn consultant, and she knows quite a lot from him. I have a few questions. Maybe I should give her a call. And she calls you, and one thing leads to another, and bam. That changes the entire framework of the entire thing. Instead of you having to look up to a realtor, you're now looking down, because they look up to you as someone who has either LinkedIn knowledge or someone who has access to a LinkedIn consultant, me, who can help them leverage, their own omnipresence, their own presence on that platform. But that's leverage right there. So what we want to do, I'm going to have a great time teaching you how to manage LinkedIn, how to run it profitably, and run an exercise that gets you between 6 and 20 agents, sending you their business within 90 days. That is what I do. But the follow-up process, if you want a great follow-up process, knowing Facebook ads, knowing LinkedIn marketing, knowing positioning and crafting messages and profile optimization, all that from me, realtors are going to be swarming. They're going to be calling your phone all day and all night just to ask you questions. Hey, how does this work? Hey, I would love to learn more. I'm going to teach you how to be the teacher, but that's if you want to. So the benefit of you doing step 4 versus delegating it to us is that now there is accountability on yourself. This is great because you're growing yourself. When I first started my own business, I was just Will, but now you feel different when you open up your own business and you help others and everyone's happy. It's a great feeling. And that only happens when you have accountability, when you're accountable for yourself, when you have all this responsibility, and it's on you to get stuff done. It's on you to follow up, not anyone else, not your mom, dad, sister, brother. It's only on you. And so the cool part about not delegating this to me is the benefit for you to, have accountability on yourself, to network with people who could potentially change your career with an accelerated level, at an accelerated level, and get you out of your comfort zone, which is where all the progress happens, outside the comfort zone. And that's going to happen with each new person, each and every day, speaking about a new topic, new person, probably similar topic, of course. But you're going to be doing this and learning how to do so efficiently on the world's largest business database via our methods. So remember, we're dealing with humans, and we're all humans ourselves. We get distracted, they get distracted. So when you see an opportunity, do not wait. Do not sleep on it. Do not follow up tomorrow. Do not wait. Do not waste this opportunity, or they will. And that's not good for anybody. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me actually take you off screen share. Well, I have no battery, but if you guys like this video, if it was informative, if I gave too much information, anything at all, leave a comment. Please please subscribe to support it. View this channel for more LinkedIn tips and tricks, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.